Hello, and welcome back. In this video, we'll look at background runs in NORA. Instead of keeping a workflow attached to the canvas while it executes, you can launch it on the server and continue working elsewhere. We'll follow a real multi-step workflow from launch to completion and see how NORA tracks its progress along the way. Before we launch the background run, here's some context. First, we'll run a config generation workflow that uses a Claude agent to create an AI influencer profile and save it as a JSON config file. Then, we'll load the AI character setup workflow. This is the main workflow we'll use to demonstrate background execution in NORA. The video has been trimmed for time. Now we have the character setup workflow loaded. It has 8 nodes, a config validator, an API server start, a wait node, a health check, a condition that roots on whether the server responded, a Claude agent that designs the character persona, an image generation step that produces 4 Flux reference shots, and a preview preparation step. That is a real multi-step job. It will run for several minutes. Instead of clicking Run and watching the canvas, we click Run in background. 2 things to know before you do. The workflow must be saved to a file first. An unsaved canvas has no file path for the runner to reference. Save it first. Then Run in background appears in the toolbar. And when Notify on completion is enabled, NORA sends an email when the job finishes. Useful for jobs long enough that you have genuinely moved on and do not want to check the panel manually. All background runs appear in execution history with the same full logs as any manual run. The workflow detaches from the canvas immediately and begins executing on the server. Nothing about the workflow changes. The same nodes fire in the same order with the same logic. The only difference is that execution is anchored to the server, not to the canvas. You can navigate away, open another workflow, or close this one entirely and the job keeps running. We navigate to settings while the workflow is still mid-execution. The API server is booting, nodes are firing in sequence. The image generation job will start when the earlier steps complete. None of that requires us to stay on the canvas. This is the practical value of the feature. Long-running pipelines, batch jobs, multi-agent workflows, anything that takes more than a few seconds benefits from being able to launch and move on. The background jobs panel in settings refreshes every 3 seconds. For each running job, it shows the node currently executing, the process ID, the operating system assigned to it, how long that process has been running, and the actual shell command string, not a status label. The real command the OS is executing. You have 2 controls per job. Kill all commands terminates every OS process attached to that job immediately. Stop workflow does the same thing, and also marks the job as stopped in the registry. They are separate because sometimes you want to kill the processes without closing the job record. At this point, the workflow has completed. A quick check on Replicate confirms the image generation requests fired successfully, and the Media Viewer node back on the canvas now shows the newly generated AI influencer character image. That's it for this one. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.